Witam was serdecznie. Okidoki. Co my te zrobimy? Spisnij legendę i na miłość do Treviso. Misje główne. Weźmiemy ciebie i... A możemy ciebie wziąć.
You're in the mood. Why the friend?
Masked mystery.
Those
I
missing
proszę.
buskers performed here.
Jesteśmy.
Let's see what we can find. These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Nie ma innego wyjścia.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine. Could be self-interest. It'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear, but he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Your heart. He meant that much.
Yes, he did. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Guess that changed when he decided to tear down the veil and destroy the world.
Did he ever really decide it, though?
Well, he was doing the ritual.
Yes. A ritual we would never have known about, had he not saved my life and told me what he planned to do. He warned me not to follow him, and then he left enough hints for us to do so.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together, and you were happy too.
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Nev.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does.
Wrócimy też do Treviso. Tu. A tutaj od razu obok, to spoko.
Rook stopped the Autom. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Autom from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Autom and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
The contact. They aren't a crow. Can we trust them?
It isn't a crow, but they know the city and the Autom.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me. Not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Autom, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on site.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
Spotka się z informatorem na rynku. No to na rynek.
Could our unknown contact be a secret snare?
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Tu na górze? Tak.
The Autom make demands, friends. But so do the crows.
The market is a field hospital now. Good to see the sick and injured are being treated.
I mamy tutaj misję.
Okay. Iago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on Tom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Nie wierzę ci.
You expect me to believe the butcher of Treviso?
I butcher lying cattle. They don't deserve what they have. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
I on to ma być groźny? Chyba nie. Chyba nie.
The butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the blight. Finish them off. We need to go after the butcher. So the butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
And he's let the gods' corruption.
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who's going to believe that? I don't.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
Mogliśmy go od razu załatwić.
Prove you deserve it.
See? I told you.
Hear the shift in his voice. He's changing.
My city, my Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver and fighting his own Antam.
That thing's a monster. How can it tell us anything about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
To skrzyneczki, ale taka mniejsza trochę. 10, 39, nie. Nic. Tu. Chłopie złoty. I nie ma ciebie.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The butcher kept his promise to us in the end.
Był potworem.
If I could have killed him without giving him what he wanted, I would have. At least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
You godless traitor! You weren't powerless against the Butcher, you were working with him!
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antam. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Minrathous. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
Brzydzę się tobą.
I've met some terrible people lately, even without counting Elganon and Gillenane. You're right up there in some pretty august company. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antam kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elganon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Eventually's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Something always bothered me about Evenchi.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
We'll stop eventually.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Eventually confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Okej, krótsza misja. No to zachwanie, mama, kurde, no to jest... Ach.
I need to get the team.
Zajrzyj do członków drużyny, to zrobimy. Zamykający chyba misję.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
No, ciebie nie zrobimy. A tam jest jakiś czasowy dialog.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
Proszę. Ale rozmowne.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elgar'nan and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the Antam Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
Tu nic nie jest łatwe.
We're facing immortals. We're fighting gods. Doesn't get any tougher than this. The harder it is, the more it's worth doing. That said, we can make it easier on ourselves.
So, what's the plan?
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
The gods see farther than anyone, but they can't see everything at once.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
It's worth a shot, but our allies aren't strong enough to fight a prolonged battle. We could be signing their death warrants. But it's the best plan we've got.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
There's still much we could do to prepare, but we may all yet survive the day.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
Potrzebujemy wszystkich.
For something like this, we'll need everyone we know. Would Morrigan help? Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead. I know it's risky, but we need to move soon. Hit the gods before they expect it.
I agree.
Get some rest and be ready.
Zobaczmy, co mamy w dzienniczku, gdy plany się zgrywają. Towarzysze. Będziemy miał dłuższą misję. No dobrze. To będzie krótsza misja, a w następnym krótszy odcinek z jedną misją, a w następnym odcinku zrobimy te dwie misje zaś. Na tym ja zakończę. Trzymajcie się i do zobaczenia.